Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. Depending where you are in the world, we're doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Maranatha. We had a wonderful Sabbath. Thank you for asking. The title today: Angels Can Read God's Mark. Revelation 7, verse 2 and 3. I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Everything in the world is in an unsettled state. The nations are angry. Great preparations for the war are being made. Nation is plotting against nation, kingdom against kingdom. The great day of God is hasting greatly. But although the nations are mustering their forces for war and bloodshed, the command to the angels is still in force that they hold the four winds until the servants of God are sealed in their foreheads. As yet, the four winds are held until the servants of God shall be sealed in their foreheads. Then the powers of earth will marshal their forces for the last great battle. How carefully we should improve the little remaining period of our probation. Minds that have been given up to loose thought need to change. The thoughts must be centered upon God. And now is the time to put forth earnest effort to overcome the natural tendencies of the carnal heart. Just before we entered it, the time of trouble, we all received the seal of the living God. Then I saw the four angels cease to hold the four winds, and I saw famine, pestilence, and sword. Nation rose against nation. The whole world was in confusion. What is the seal of the living God, which is placed in the foreheads of his people? It is a mark which angels, not human eyes, can read. For the destroying angel must see this mark of redemption. The intelligent mind has seen the sign of the cross of Calvary in the Lord's adopted sons and daughters. The sin of the transgression of the law of God is taken away. They have on the wedding garment and are obedient and faithful to all God's commands. The Lord will not excuse those who know the truth if they do not, in word and deed, obey his commands. Angels can read God's mark. So this talks about the mark being the seal of God, God's mark. Only angels can read it. We cannot know it ourselves. We are in a very short term of probation now. There are wars starting, have been going on, supposedly, and it will culminate to a world full of wars when the world will be in turmoil. But that is when the four winds of strife have been let loose, of which that is not yet. Because, as is said, wait until all God's children have received his seal, and then, only then, can the four winds be let loose. Because the angel of destruction, or whatever have they worded it here. Um, 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 um. I saw another angel. He was given. He was given to hurt. He was basically the angel of destruction. Let's call him. But he is the one that lets everything happen. But he cannot let loose the four winds of strife until God's children have been sealed with his seal. And of course, by default, all of those that do not receive the seal of God, by default, receive the mark of the beast. As I've said many a time, only those who keep the commandments and have faith in Jesus. It also says here about the wedding garment. The sin of the transgression of the law of God is taken away. They have on the wedding garment. This is God's children, because they are obedient and faithful to God's commands. The wedding garment is not, don't get it wrong, it is not a literal fabric garment of any description. The wedding garment is figurative, and it means to have on Christ's righteousness, his character. Now, if you think about that, his character, his righteousness, we would still be human, but we would be very much reverting back towards how Adam and Eve were before they sinned. They were beings of light then, but when they sinned, they then became mortal humans. We cannot revert back to beings of light here on this earth, but by Christ's righteousness, by the plan of redemption, which Christ put as his whole life and death and resurrection was that plan. Because of this, we have to be changed by him. So those who are alive going through the time of trouble, and he comes in the clouds, those who are alive will be changed in a blink or a twinkling of an eye. Those who are dead in Christ will be changed and brought back to life and changed in a twinkling of an eye. But our mortal bodies cannot exist after that. Anything that does exist after that is mortal will not exist, because it will be destroyed by the glory of God, his fire of destruction. So we must look at and emulate and live by Christ's character, putting on his wedding garment to then receive his seal.